Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is October 23rd, 2017, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, nothing scheduled for today or tomorrow. No major news events coming up. However, there have been some, movers and shakers in the market. Yesterday, Shinzo Abe, who's the Prime Minister of Japan, secured his block in the parties there, and we'll look at the yen in just a moment. But first, let's see what's happening in the Euro USD. So looking here at the Euro USD, we're pretty much midpoint between our outer extremities, 1880 on the top side and then 116.91 on the bottom side. We're trading right in the middle of that. Now we're making these smaller support and resistance levels, okay, that are considered minor resistance or support levels, and we'll look at that in just a moment. If you look here at this 118.56 level, that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So, not to say that this is, again, major resistance levels, but there is developing this, channel that we're trading between this 1880 level and 116.91, and then we're developing these sub support and resistance levels, if you will. So we're trading at the bottom of this part of the range, okay? Not to say that we can't break lower, but it seems like the markets are just trying to really settle down after the massive rally that the euro had over the past May, June, July, August months. So right now we're trading at 117. Now, I don't want to say that we're directionless, but we're channel trading. So as long as you're buying the lower part of this area and not getting too aggressive initially, and then, looking for that bounce and looking for that rally that's supposed to continue. So as long as you're doing that, you should be fine trading within these two extremities. So just keep an eye on that as this develops later on in the week, as we get more economic events coming up. So looking at the on a longer time frame, we're looking here at the daily. Okay, we see since April, at the end of April, really, until August, we had this massive rally. So the fact that we've been trading within this trading zone is not uncommon. Okay, we need, to reassess every so often to see where we're trading. However, looking at the GBP, we got much stronger here. Okay, and this is what I was looking for last week, is that the GBP seemed to, go back to its weaker characteristic versus the dollar, okay, and then it just changed on a dime. And I was very concerned that this would happen, and this is exactly what has happened. Okay, we're looking at a 1-hour chart, and we're just above this 132-ish level, okay, but we bounce off this 131-ish level, and that's really massive. So as long as you can see some continuation here, especially if we finish up higher, okay, I believe that we can go up higher here in the GBP versus the dollar. USD ZAR getting weaker versus the dollar vis-a-vis what's going on in the JSC, and we'll look at that in a moment. So we're trading at 1363, and we're at the top of the range here. Okay, this is very choppy trading, to tell you the truth. This is not trending trading. You could take positions here on the upper limit again, but just be careful, okay, because this thing could really bounce up higher. Looking at the USD Japanese yen, and this is what's been going on, okay. Stimulus policies actually brought the Nikkei higher. Okay, the Nikkei is the index in Japan, near 2-decade all-time high. Okay, 2 decades all-time high. I don't know if I said that correctly, but we're at our all-time highs. Okay, we're making a double top. So we'd like to see, if Shinzo Abe is going to be the prime minister and he's going to continue in his stimulus policy, we could see a further decline to the yen, okay, which is really important here, because if, we do break this 114-ish level on the upside, we could definitely go back to the 120 side, okay, and 120 historically is a very big number for the yen. I'm talking about back in the 90s, where, things were a little bit different than the economy in Japan was a little bit different there. It has changed tremendously over the past 20 years because, most of the manufacturing has been outsourced to China. So, Japan has really had to recreate itself in its economy. Okay, and they affected the rest of the world with the interest rate. It's a lot. There's a lot to digress there. But on a technical side, speaking here, 114 is a major resistance level. So if we do break it, okay, just realize that we could go up higher. So that's something I would look at. Looking at gold, we're almost hitting our 1270 support level here, as you can see, and we're inching below it. Okay, so keep an eye on this to revert back to its lows here at 1270 and to hopefully bounce off of it. Okay, otherwise we could see a further decline, maybe to the lower 1200s level. So that's a major position here that you should be looking out for if we do break this. If we hold the line, okay, at 1270, I would definitely look to buy a little bit and to see if it does bounce and start, getting a little bit more aggressive. Looking at oil, we're trading at $52 a barrel. Okay, we're above 50, okay, which is a major step for oil. There's high demand in China right now for the price, for oil, for the commodity. So, again, we're still in choppy trading. We're looking like we're making a double top here, but in case we do break out higher, we can definitely go to the $55 range. So keep an eye on that as well. Many things are on their resistance or on their support. So, things are looking for either a breakout or a solidification of its current trading ranges. Okay, so that's what we should be looking at. Looking at the CAD, we broke up higher here. Okay, the Canadian dollar getting a little bit weaker versus the USD, and we're making this rally up. Okay, the question is how much longer this rally is going to continue, or if this is short covering. I mean, we look like we're right there at resistance right here at 126, and if you do break out higher, we can definitely see it go up to 127. So again, we're at a certain breaking point at a currency where it's going to either go up higher or it's going to correct itself. So, this is really a great opportunity on a Monday to assess exactly which direction the market's going to be going and then take position on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Looking at the Dow Jones, we hit all-time highs last week. We had a little bit of a shakeout, okay, on Thursday last week. What looked like it was going to be weak, and then sure enough, we came back and we rallied up even higher, okay, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what we call a bull market, okay. It doesn't get more bull than this. Over a 1-year period, if you were an investor, wouldn't you love to pick it up at 14,000 and be at 23,000? I mean, that's almost double in price within a 3-year gap. So, it's been very strong, okay? And this is exactly what I said to you guys last week. As long as it comes in and you have an opportunity to buy it, because you could almost bet your bottom dollar that it's going to go up higher. So if somebody is buying it at 23,000, they're not looking to sell it at 23,000 and a half. They're anticipating that's going to go even higher. So just keep that in perspective. Looking at the DAX, we're faltering here. We're not getting higher. So this is disconcerting. So, whereas the Dow Jones is making all-time highs with umph and with, velocity, the DAX is not. So, I would be very cautious right now on the upside. And just because the DAX is usually what carries the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is a little bit up this morning. They usually sell into it. At some point, people are going to, sell into this rally to book some of their profits. So keep that in mind on this Monday morning. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.